Hello and welcome to this part of C programming series in which we will study about global variables and storage classes. There are four storage classes: auto, static, extern and register. We have been declaring local variables throughout our program. Say for example, inside a function I say int x is equal to 20. Then that function has got auto storage class by default. Auto is implicit for local variables. You do not need to explicitly say auto. If you declare a plain local variable, that means it is auto. Static variables may have file or function scope. That is, they may be local static variable or may be global static variable. While extern is for global variables, extern storage class is for global variables. Register storage class is different. Register storage class is specifically meant for CPU registers. When we were discussing keywords, I have told that register variables are stored in CPU registers. That means they are very fast and therefore you should use them carefully. When you need speed, then you should use them. For example, loop variables. Also note that CPU registers are typically 32-bit. So make sure the variable which you are declaring register is going to fit in 32-bit. Otherwise, this is an inefficient request. If you allocate a big structure into register, then possibly that will not be stored into registers. So make sure when you declare register, then that is 32-bit or equal to size of your CPU registers. Now we will see where these storage classes are getting stored. All the local variables which have auto get stored on stack, while heap contains all the dynamically allocated variables. If you remember, I had shown you a data segment in our previous memory diagram. However, the data segment actually consists of two parts: initialized data segment and uninitialized data segment. When you declare a global variable, say int I, and assign a value to it, when you declare, that is, you declare and initialize at the same time, then they will go to initialized data segment. If you do not initialize a variable, then by default it will get a 0 value, and that will go into uninitialized data segment, which is also known as BSS, block started by symbol. Now note that these two data segments have two different parts, read only and read write. Say for example, I declare const int x is equal to 20, then that will go to read only. But if I declare another integer int y is equal to 20, then that will go to the read write area. And I have already discussed that code segment is for the code which will execute the program, that is the assembly instructions. Global variables will go in this one, data segment, initialized or uninitialized. And registers will of course go to CPU, they will not come in memory. So that's it for all the four storage classes. See you in next session. Happy coding.